Hi, this is Satoshi Dáte. Here I want to talk about Paul Smith Sensei, my teacher of Aikido and also Kashima Shinryu, the Japanese swordsmanship, the Japanese martial arts. I am delighted to invite him as he is really respectful person and I really admire him, and I met him at dojo. I always wanted to do martial arts. I was quite curious even when I was in Japan in secondary school. I was quite aggressive. I wanted to fight and wanted to do karate, but I thought I don't want to do something painful, then I didn't. And then I have discovered about Aikido, and I really like the philosophy that there's no win and lose, there's no match, there's no fighting, there's no attack technique. You can only defend, and lots of people actually misunderstand about Aikido. It's a martial arts. It is a practical, for sure. Any kind of martial arts is a practical. I mean, practical in many ways. My view of Aikido, practicing Aikido can make us feel the harmony of the universe through our body. And Aikido, we always connect with partner, opponent to practice. So you feel yourself, you understand yourself through the opponent, the partner. Really like dancing with the energy of the universe. And you really feel, if you're not centered, if you're not knowing yourself, you never improve. So it's very good reflection of yourself. And then as I've been practicing, I really see so many people who have issues in their mind. They never improve the technique. So technique is not just about to make people down on the ground or hurt them. It's very deep. It's much deeper than that, and then it's really knowing yourself. And I mean, I didn't really actually expect that. I just wanted to I need to use the body because I've been always sitting or standing doing my art or music, and then how important to use the body. And then I started. As I started, of course, the body structure changes, more centered in many ways. And recently also I realized that the body, mind, and soul, that we have to be aligned. And we're not aligned, and especially the body, we misuse the body. We feel like bodies doesn't exist. I mean, we are in a physical world, but we really not respecting so much of our body. And body and mind and soul are got to be aligned and centered. And as you use the body in a right way, you will start understanding about yourself too. We take so much of chemical and abuse ourselves so much. Even just touching someone or eating something, taking medicine, or get injection, anything, it is actually we become so numb. My sensei Paul will talk about we got to be sensitive. Often sensitive can be bad meaning, but I really don't believe that. I met him because I was interested in Aikido, and then when I was collaborating with dancer, contemporary dancer, recommended the dojo, the Tetsushinkan dojo in London. The dancer was telling me because Paul was a contemporary dancer before, so I was quite interested in the dancer become Aikido. Probably we have some common way of thinking. And I just went to dojo, and then I just saw his face, and I just we just realized this is the place. And even I saw his face on our website, and it really attracted me. And I didn't go any other dojo in London, although there are many Aikido dojo in London. So my instinct was right. And he can create very sacred place in dojo and make us very tuned, balanced. And he's very calm and friendly, and really patient, and he's one of the most respectful and admired teacher. And I mean, I say the best teacher in the world. It sounds very crazy, but I've seen not like hundreds of teacher, but as I went to different kind of dojo in Japan, as an instructor, as a teacher, it doesn't really matter about the technique or how he does, but just as a teacher, it's really, really amazing. You would know that if you go to his class. And it's also I found that other European teachers too, that they are really balanced. They really respect, or even they can be like more than Japanese. They can be more Japanese than Japanese. They have, especially Paul, have done so much of tough, hard practice through Japanese people, Japanese teachers. But they don't take, especially Paul doesn't take the really bad side of Japan, Japanese culture, traditional, or I really can't stand these. I don't like these. You may feel that. I mean, if you're born in Japan, if you are always in Japan, you may not feel that, but it's kind of unnecessarily feel intense atmosphere in many dojo or even sports clubs, sports environments, and I really dislike this, and it's not healthy. I said he's calm and friendly, but in the dojo he doesn't create that sort of too much relaxed atmosphere. Really tense and make us really be centered. But as soon as finished the class, and then we are all equal and very respectful and helpful, supporting each other. I really changed my life in London after I started practicing there. It's completely changed my life, and I have done many lessons, different kind of like music or choir, but it's only this place that I wanted to do it for my life, and I enjoy. And there's so many things happens in your life, but if you go to that dojo, and you just really really you can relax and washed all the things, just reset your mind. And then the practice that it's not an escaping place, it's a sacred place, and you could bring that energy or thought, philosophy to your life, and very rich thing you can learn. You could learn from him a lot of things, even although he may say the exactly same things from last year or a few months ago, but every second is very precious to be with him and understand his theory, philosophy. I guess because he's also practicing by himself too. It's not like he knows something and he just telling the same thing over and over. I do really anyone to come. I know this is talking about Budo, but it's very connected to our life. we don't really use the body. And then he will talk about what's the difference between sports or dance to martial arts. And martial arts is really make us centered, make us think about the death, life and death a lot. And we do kenjutsu, which is swordsmanship, which is a very good combination because we use a sword and sometimes a real sword. And then people might confuse about why we are using sword. That who's going to use sword nowadays? But it is you feel more the responsibility and understand about life and death deeper. Doesn't mean that you can't feel that from Aikido, but using a weapon, and especially Aikido is coming from the movement of swordsmanship anyway. You can learn death without getting hurt, so that's an amazing thing. Often people say like, "Oh, is this place safe?" or scared of being there, or the idea of these things to change. Well, we are from nature. We are in the nature. We completely forget about the danger of nature or alertness. You can develop that from these Aikido and kenjutsu a lot. So we see outside and we see everything from outside and bits and the words. Until you go into that and then understand this philosophy of martial arts, you don't get it, especially you are with the wrong teacher. And I think that this session you will learn a lot about it. It's not just about practicing Budo. It's not just for people who do Aikido, people who do martial arts. We are really, we have body. So what we're gonna use, what we're gonna do for it. It's very important to understand about body. So it's about understanding body too, and how we connect to the mind and soul. So I wish many people turn up, and then you could ask question to him. I'm very excited about this. So it's only one-time meeting, and I don't think he can do that many times in a year. So please come and join us.